Okay, so let's talk about how to lose the last pudge around the midsection, okay? John in the rec center comes up to me today. He's about 56-year-old gentleman, and we're getting done. I was doing my swimming, and comes up to me just like, man, you're lean, you're shredded. I really want to just lose the last pudge around my stomach in the midsection. And the guy he actually looked a really fit guy, in his mid-50s, and healthy his whole life. Said he had a pretty good diet, but he just has this almost like a spare tire, small spare tire around his midsection that without it, he says he would be a lot happier and a lot healthier. He's got a grandchild that he wants to care for and run around with. And so let's talk about how to get rid of that, okay? Gavin Mehl. First of all, first fundamentals of learning new information. Who do you listen to? Who do you listen to? This is a big lesson I had to learn. Going out and seeing all this stuff online. Do these people have what you want? Make sure that they have have achieved the success that you want. Who do you listen to? Number one, only listen to people that have achieved the success that you want. Okay? Number two, teachability index. How teachable are you right now? And this is something I'm always asking myself. Am I teachable right now, or do I know everything? I was at a place in my life at one point where I thought I knew it all. And I finally realized that I didn't, and I was failing miserably in the way of getting lean at 16% body fat. That was the leanest I could get, and I couldn't do any better. So I finally realized that I don't care, I'll do whatever it takes, and I made a decision. I became teachable, and by becoming teachable, it allowed me to then discover this information and then implement it. All right, so very, very important lessons there. So let's talk about exactly how we're going to eliminate that last bit of pudge around the midsection. The fundamental basics, all right? This is really the basics that anyone, that John here, when he watched this video, or anybody else that is trying to lose that, have to understand. Fat loss comes from a calorie deficit. A calorie deficit, all right? Not from the foods you eat, not from exercise, okay? The fat loss is not from exercise. Fat loss is not from the foods you eat, all right? This is a big myth people have to understand. Fat loss comes from a calorie deficit, okay? Calorie deficit. That is it. That's all that creates fat loss. The rest is strategy on how to get to that calorie deficit, all right? So I want to understand that point. That's a big myth that I hope that I had to learn and realize. So let's talk about that. Maintenance, now you're gonna have to calculate this on your own for your body weight. Maintenance calories for someone who's active 1 hour a day, all right, is going to be 15 calories, 14 to 15 calories, 15 if you're very active, 14 if you kind of tend to gain fat a little bit easier per day, per pound of goal body weight. 200-pound male, okay, that means that man can eat between 2,800 and 3,000 calories per day. Anything over that is going to cause fat gain. Anything at that level is just going to maintain where you're at. Make sense? So therefore, you have to be in a deficit. So if you want to create rapid fat loss, the deficit can never go below 10 calories per pound of body weight. Never. So if you're a 200-pound male, you can never eat less than 2,000 calories. That's just bottom line. It's just going to cause problems, and it's going to end up causing more fat gain because of a number of factors I don't want to get into. Leave a comment though with any questions on that, and I'll be happy to answer them. So let's talk about how do we hit that deficit? How do we hit the deficit? How do we hit the deficit, and how do we track it? It's going to be designed through intermittent fasting, all right, which is skipping the breakfast. This is the strategy that I use and would recommend. Skip the breakfast, push it out as far as you can, push it all the way out to dinner. I think John said he was already even doing this strategy unconsciously. He's already doing it because he said he felt tired when he ate during the day. And I mean, that's true. The body is designed, we're designed like, when we eat like warriors, like Greeks did, you know, we feel like warriors. We go out and conquer anything. Our testosterone goes up. Now if we understand how much food we can eat each day, then we can get lean and shredded, okay? So, intermittent fasting, skipping breakfast, pushing it as far as possible, meaning that the first meal should be 18 to up to 21 hours after the last meal. It's a long time, but that's just the strategy you want to get to. Start with 12 and work all the way up to, say, 21. Now, let's talk about how to do that, how to continue that strategy. 1, black coffee. All right, black coffee with Splenda is fine. No stevia or Splenda. No sugar, no cream, just black coffee. All right. Sparkling water. I start to crave sparkling water. I'm gonna go get sparkling water here at the Nugget right now because that's what I crave. I want sparkling water because I do intermittent fasting. Sparkling water is really, really important to continue the fast going. Have sparkling water throughout the day. Black coffee, and then if the cravings go insane, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with 8 ounces of water. All right, that will kill your food cravings right away and help you with the digestion. So next is going to be tracking the actual macros. So we understand that how much food we can have. As a 200-pound male, he must have a minimum of 2,000 calories. That's 10 calories per pound of body weight. An ideal amount would be 12 calories per pound of goal body weight. So for 200-pound male, 2,400 calories. Now, in order to keep muscle and not lose it, we have to have 0.82 minimum to maintain muscle, because we want to lose fat, not muscle, right? So now we have to track those calories. And this is the part that sucks, but just make fun of it. It's got to be a fun little challenge each day. I use MyFitnessPal. It's the best app out there. Get MyFitnessPal. It's free, iPhone or Android platform. You can just download it. And it has most of the food in there that you probably eat. You just search for the food or you scan it, okay? Log it in and it will actually calculate how much food you're eating for the day. Very easy. So now that you have an idea for how much food you're allowed to have, you have the strategy for how to do it, you have the way to track it through MyFitnessPal, okay? The only thing that's holding back is you. Exercise is still important. I'm not saying it's not, okay? But it's not going to create fat loss without the calorie deficit. So you could eat 5,000 calories and go run a marathon and still get fat, you know. So it's really going to depend how much food your body can process. Our bodies are only able to process so much food each day. So when we go over that, we get fat. That's just bottom line. It's that simple. So understanding the calorie deficit is the most important part. That's really the essence, okay? Training and exercise, you know, I would recommend doing 3 days of strength training a week and then 1 hour a day of walking on the other day. You're shredded, right? I mean, I'm not looking pretty lean. I mean, so clearly this is working. It's like, I'd say, I don't know, 8% body fat. So anyhow, hopefully this video helped you. If it did, hit the like button, subscribe. You want to get more content. And track your macros, man. Track your macros. Oh, lastly, here's the course that I used. I'll post a blog below that I wrote my exact course on how to do this. I have an exact course of exactly how I did this, and it's free, and I'll line it in a blog, okay? If you want to buy something, if you want to pay for something, and you don't mind spending money, then buy one of the Kinobody programs, okay? Kinobody on YouTube or Kinobody website, and they have a way to track what type of body type that you have, and you enter your body type, and then you can buy one of their courses. All right, they're really good. I would highly recommend. If you don't mind spending, the money for the courses, do it. That would be recommended. All right, so that will be then taking it to the next level. But I'll provide as much free information as I can to get you that level. Thank you for watching. It's a great day. I think we go to the city right now. Get shredded. Hope this helped you. Time to go get some sparkling water. Some black coffee. Apple cider vinegar. Who do you listen to? Gavin Mehl. Thank you so much for watching. Much love. more thing. It's very important that every day, my main goal, every single day, every moment, every day, my main purpose, and it should be your purpose too, is to feel good now. Okay? Feel good now. This is how I can measure exactly how I'm thinking. Am I thinking properly? Well, if I'm thinking properly, then I'm going to feel good because I'm thinking about how excited I am about getting to my goal of whatever that is, being shredded, being lean, being a financial goal, a business goal, whatever it is. So feeling good now is really the most important goal that we can have each day. All right, so feeling good now helps to measure how you're thinking, because when your attitude is right, the facts don't count. All right, thanks again. Be the best, Gavin Mehl.